Hello, everyone, and welcome to Original Sin with a C Nod Nest, because we are very funny people. This is a show we talk about remakes, requels, sequels, remasters, legacy sequels, or anything that has an original. This is Lex, my co-host.
I'm Lex.
And I am Optimus Prime. Sorry, no, I'm Corey. This is Original Sin. And today's episode...
I wonder what today's episode is.
Before time began, there was the cube. It's Transformers.
Yeah. I don't think they got it by you saying I am Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime. I fucking love Transformers. It just got really hot in here all of a sudden. Whew. It's because I mentioned Optimus Prime.
Yeah, Transformer.
Sexy. Nope. Black Arachneovore. Don't Google that.
I don't want to.
Yeah, today's episode is Transformers. I gave Lex a plethora of things to watch.
Yeah, disclaimer, before this, I really didn't know anything about Transformers. It's just not like a series that I grew up with.
You're a heathen.
Okay, well,
like
you
didn't
saw. Well, you didn't.
All my friends are heathens.
Okay, I used to actually listen to that song, like, unironically.
Yeah, so did I. Don't worry. I think we all did.
I used to like 2016 Suicide Squad, but that's just because I thought Harley Quinn and Katana were cool.
This is Katana. She's got my back. She can cut you down with one sword stroke, just like mowing the lawn. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Kimiko in The Boys.
Yeah, no, she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Karen Fukuhara.
She's also, sorry, this is not Transformers related, but she also voices Glimmer in the She-Ra reboot.
I need to watch that.
It's very good and very gay. Lights!
Just, you said gay, and then God smited the building.
I know. And also, there's a really good Netflix animated series that got canceled that she plays the main character in, Kippo and the Age of Wonder Beasts. I am really mad at Netflix for canceling that show.
I've never heard of that. I'm being honest.
It's a really cute, well, not cute. It's actually kind of sad, but it's a really cute animated show. Yeah. Transformers! What did I watch?
I can tell you. I have it up right here.
Oh, okay.
So we watched Transformers 1, not to be confused with Transformers 2007. This is Transformers 1, the 2024 film. Just came out. I made Lex watch episode 1, 2, and 3 of the 1984 TV show.
1984.
Yep. George Orwell, 1987 Animal Factory. The very man. Speaking of George Orwell, we have Orson Welles.
As Unicron. That was
Unicron.
As Unicron.
I can't do his voice.
I can't either. Yeah, I watched the 86 movie as well.
Awesome. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And they also watched the origin of Optimus Prime, just like a small clip from the original 84 TV show. Something about how Peter Cullen found the voice of Optimus Prime. The Transformers Prime origin of Optimus Prime. And some ending speeches and some fights.
Yeah.
I gave them homework.
Yeah, I literally knew nothing. Like, before we watched it, you were like, oh, this takes place on, like, a different planet. I'm like, what?
Wait, and then you said what? And I was like, wait, people don't know that this is, like...
I don't know anything about Transformers. I literally did not know anything about Transformers going into this.
Oh, wait. Okay, so if you don't... Well, you should... Do you have a question you want to ask me?
What? I don't know.
What's Transformers about?
Oh, what's Transformers about?
Well, so the basic story of Transformers is millions of years ago on a planet Cybertron. There were autonomous robotic organisms called the Autobots. This is like the monologue from the 84 TV show. I've seen it so many times. And the music opens and it's boom, 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 and then Wheeljack and Bumblebee come out of a sewer grate, and then Wheeljack says, I don't think there's enough energy to last a Cortex. And then Bumblebee says, well, Wheeljack, better be glad we found this. This you remember this, right?
Yeah. I don't the amount of memorization that you have.
Bum, 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 bum. And then they're fighting, and they get attacked by the Seekers, and Bumblebee says, Prime told me there'd be days like this, and Wheeljack says, yeah, and you didn't believe him. And then Bumblebee says, well, I do now, and then he gets shot.
Why don't you just reenact the entire...
shot. Battery low?
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, why don't you reenact the entire episodes? Don't actually.
It's just shooting.
Yeah.
Oh wait, at one point Spike the human goes underwater, picks up a boulder and throws it. Underwater.
I was like, what?
He also punches a Decepticon in the face named Rumble. But yeah. We're off topic. No, we aren't off topic. We're off course, off track. Transformers. The actual story is there is a planet Cybertron, and millions of years ago, these organisms, autonomous robotic organisms known as Autobots, and their counterpart Decepticons, are at a constant civil war over the planet Cybertron and its main energy source, Energon. It is a classic fight between good and evil. We have Optimus Prime, the lead. My boss told me to bring my toys to work today. Thanks, Chris. So we have Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, and Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons. This one turns into a truck. This one turns into a fucking gun. Awesome.
Goes hard.
Dudes rock.
This really is a dudes rock.
It is.
Series.
And like the guy who voices Megatron, you know who else he voices?
Who?
Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
And Scooby from Scooby-Doo.
Crazy.
Yeah, Frank Welker, one of the greatest voice actors of all time. And Optimus Prime's voice actor is Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Crazy.
And he also did like the narrator for the original Voltron TV show. Voltron.
Sorry, you can't mention that. You can't mention Voltron, otherwise I get war flashbacks to the new one. But it's getting taken off of Netflix, and I'm really happy about that. So no one has to go through that pain anymore.
I watched part of it. It was okay. Okay. I think we should talk about that. Don't say the V word.
Don't say the V word. If you know, you know how bad that fandom was. Anyway.
Transformers, yeah. And over time, the story and the mythos has evolved into certain things have changed. Like the planet Cybertron is actually the original Transformer, the god Primus. He transformed into a planet, which is awesome. The
Anakinification of Megatron.
Holy shit! Yeah, actually.
That.
Oh my God. Yeah, fucking in the '86 movie. I'll get onto that. That's a whole. I'm sorry. This episode is gonna be just me yapping.
Yeah, it's okay.
When we have Sonic, don't worry. This will be your counterpart.
One of my friends. Sorry, I'm yapping too, but
That's
one of my friends started
a podcast.
One of my friends is watching like Game Grumps play Sonic Adventure 2, and they just keep texting me when stuff happens. I'm like,
hey, have you seen this Shadow guy? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Shadow is cool.
He lives a lot, and I think he learns.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Battery died. Okay, give me a second. I've got to change the battery out.
Core.exe has stopped working.
You know what? It's on brand.
Yeah.
Okay, Transformers. Woo!
Transformer.
But yeah, things did change in the mythos of Transformers. Something more recently that's happened is something called T-Cogs, which allow the Transformers to actually transform. Certain things have changed, like Optimus Prime's origin has changed. Like he was just a random worker bot, and he was like a librarian in the halls of Iacon, which is like the capital of Cybertron. There are cities like Kaon. There are other planets, other species, other like types of other factions of Transformers. There are the Predacons, which sound like pedophiles, but actually they turn into like rhinos and shit. There's Beast Wars. Beast Wars with Optimus Primal. And
crazy.
Like they changed like there's Cheetor, Rat Trap, who turns into a rat and one turns into a cheetah. Black Arachnia rats. I am the Rat King.
Anyway, continue.
There are things like the Insecticons, which are just bugs, which were in the '86 movie.
Yeah.
There are Combiners, which are like a group of Transformers that combine into a big Transformer, which is the coolest thing ever. Like Devastator and the Constructicons, or the Protectobots and whatever the fuck his name is. He's kind of lame. Superion and the Aerial Bots. Computron. That's another one. There is a Transformer who turns into a microscope, who is voiced by the voice of Colonel Campbell from Metal Gear Solid.
That's crazy.
You're welcome. We're putting it in every episode. Snake! Snake! Snake!
Sorry, there was like a hair on my microphone. Anyway.
That is not Solid Snake!
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can keep talking about it later, but, like, things and stuff in Mythos. But, yeah. What are your opinions of Transformers thus far, since you've just been not indoctrinated? Not yet.
I probably would have appreciated it more if I was
a child.
Yes. That's what I was about to say, because I think the reason why I like Sonic so much is because it was something I grew up on, and with like other game series like Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper, it was my older brother that mostly got me into those things. So like, I don't know, I've been into them since I was a wee lad. So I like if I was like a 5-year-old watching this shit, I'd probably think it was like the coolest shit ever.
Well, it is the coolest shit ever. I'm transforming these, by the way.
Awesome.
It is.
I did like Transformers 1 though.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
The thing?
The thing? Coming to Marvel Rivals February 21st.
Anyway.
Anywho, the thing about Transformers is that us fans have kind of been given the short end of the stick for a very long time. And by that I mean we've had horrible Transformers media. A lot of people hail the G1 cartoon as the best. It's good. It's not the best. Like, definitely technically or otherwise, it isn't the best. The 86 movie it exists.
Yeah.
I love it purely because it is dumb and makes no sense.
The soundtrack also, like, fucking slaps. Like, when I was watching it, I was like, okay.
Iron Birds of Fortune. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's very 80s, but,
Every
like,
5
in the
seconds,
best way.
a new song starts.
Yeah. No, it's very 80s, but in the best way possible.
The best part is when Optimus Prime he's standing and he's, like, all stanced up and he has this, I was watching it with Rachel and she said, "Why does he look so cunty?"
There was someone with facial hair too. I don't know.
That was Wreck-Gar.
I was like, why do Transformers have facial hair?
We can get to that because it gets worse in the live action movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also the only thing. Oh no, there's actually one thing I knew before going into this. Well, him existing, but also Linkin Park.
Yeah, the first 3 movies all end with a Linkin Park song.
Yeah, that's awesome. Then so I associate, like, before I watch anything else, I just associate Linkin Park with Transformers.
As you should, because those are both awesome things.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I saying? Facial hair, robots, 86 movie is bad. It's good. It's bad. I don't know. I just think it's crazy that they got fucking these Citizen Kane guy. Yeah, but also Hot Rod is voiced by, I think, one of the stars of The Breakfast Club.
Oh wow.
Galvatron is voiced by Leonard Nimoy, who is Spock from Star Trek.
Jesus.
Like a lot of them are like really big 80s like name actors. One of the people from Monty Python was Wreck-Gar, that weird British bot with facial hair.
Yeah,
It's very strange, and
it is.
It's also so strange how the movie is a flop. I'm just being honest. And I'm gonna continue on my little thing about like Transformers media being okay, not good or bad, and like, just quickly. Then there was after the 86 movie, there was like Beast Wars, which I never watched, but I've heard is like good, I guess. Then there's Armada, which is part of the Unicron trilogy, which is like a more anime-inspired Transformers, which actually looks really cool. The art style is amazing. I've been meaning to watch it.
Sorry, I sound like a loser when I'm like, anime?
Wooga!
No, I need people to know that I'm like a normal anime fan. I grew up watching anime. Like, the first one I watched was Sonic X, and I watched Dragon Ball,
Sonic
R.I.P., and Yu-Gi-Oh!
I watched Pokemon.
I also watched Pokemon.
Pokemon.
But I also watched some anime that I shouldn't have been watching, like, that young, but...
How young? Like 7?
Once
I was 7. Sorry.
I don't know. I think I was talking about it with like Rachel and Paxton, but I watched Sword Art Online like when I was really young, and there was like some weird fan service in that. That's just the issue with anime as a whole. But
yeah,
the
fans are weird usually. Not like not all fans. What the fuck?
Oh, and I
already?
also read Berserk in middle school, which
Okay,
you should
that I know you shouldn't have done.
which you should not read Berserk in middle school. Anyway, Transformer anime
Yeah, animated.
show,
There
and
was
then
Armada, and then there was a Transformers show called Transformers Animated, which I think did something really important in the casting of Optimus Prime, which I will talk about later. And then there was Transformers Prime, which I think personally is that continuity. It's called the aligned continuity. I don't know why, but it is the best Transformers continuity ever. It is the best pieces of Transformers media. It starts with 2 games, War 4 and Fall of Cybertron, and then Transformers Prime is the sequel TV show. And genuinely, I think those are like very well made pieces of media. And that's like, I'm not just saying that as a nostalgic little fuckboy. Like I say with like the 84 show, and 86 movie. Those are actually good. And there are the live action movies from 2007 to 2017 are the Michael Bay films. There's kids shows like Earthspark Rescue Bots, Cyber something. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, then there was like a reboot with Bumblebee in 2018, and then there's like a soft reboot-ish with like Rise of the Beasts that came out in 2023, and now they are thinking about bringing Michael Bay back to make a Transformers sequel to Transformers 5, which is genuinely one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Why?
Because Transformers Rise of the Beasts made 0 money. It was critically pretty panned. And I think the main issue is that, so Bumblebee actually did very well, considering. And that's because that movie was not trying to be a Michael Bay Transformers movie. Transformers Rise of the Beasts was, but it wasn't made by Michael Bay. So it was just like trying to pine for this 2007 era comedy and like, haha, fart funny, which like farts can be funny, but you have to do it right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, farts, let's be real. They're fucking hilarious. But yeah, and then Transformers 1, which is the newest addition to the Transformers mythos.
Got the shitty Hasbro treatment.
Yep.
I remember that and the recent Dungeons and Dragons movies both got like barely any marketing or anything.
The marketing for Transformers 1 was fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to see it because of how bad it looked, and then I watched it, and it's genuinely one of the best pieces of Transformers media ever created, which is so frustrating.
Oh, I also have a question for you.
Yes.
Were the like toys like originally created? I assume that that the series was originally made to like sell toys and stuff.
Yes. So the only reason, these are all Japanese toys made by a company called Takara. Now they're called Takara Tomy, I think. I don't know if they originally called Takara Tomy, but in the 80s, an American company, I don't think it was Hasbro yet. It might have been. They purchased them, and they were called Diaclone, which is not really relevant, but that's what they were called. And so that was a thing. And then Reagan.
No, Ronald Reagan, no.
Well, he's the reason we have Transformers. So like I gotta give him that, because he took back a lot of the regulations on TV shows. So like back then in the 80s, like before 84, you could not make a TV show that was basically a 30-minute toy ad. But then Ronald Reagan took back those regulations, I think from the FTC or whatever, or like blah 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 whatever. I don't know. I'm not a politician or political science major. And things like G.I. Joe came up, things like Voltron, things like Transformers, which are literally just, oh, I said the V word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The soldier, my 100-yard stare. These shows started to pop up, and they were literally just made to sell. He-Man. They were literally just made to sell toys.
She-Ra.
She-Ra, which like I see the issue with, but like honestly, I understand.
I think that's a lot of how. Like My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, yeah.
I fucking love My Little Pony. I don't care if that's cringe. I fucking love My Little Pony.
I used to love that
and
shit
I
when
used
was
to
younger.
have like a bunch of the little ponies.
I watched that shit in middle school, and but yeah, Reagan. Thanks, Reagan.
Thank you,
actually. You did
Reagan.
one thing good, I guess.
Yeah, I think like even with video games, like a lot of.
Yeah, like. I mean, yeah, it's
I think there were certain, I can't think of games off the top of my head, but there were definitely some that were just made to sell toys and stuff like that.
I mean, like Pokemon, I guess is like, I mean, I don't know what came first, the card or the game, the chicken or the egg.
I don't know that.
I know that the
top of
game
my head
came out in
either.
'96, the first one, but I don't know if I think the cards came first, which, the games were kind of just meant to sell cards, and like, you know, I think what well, that may be, I guess you'd say, a bad thing in certain ways. Not merit, but the only saving grace is that if it's shit, no one's gonna buy it. Because the amount of TV shows that came and went when we were kids that were just made to sell toys, like Max Steel. You know what that is? Exactly, because it wasn't great. And the things that survive and stay on and live on, like Transformers, like He-Man and She-Ra, like, I guess, G.I. Joe, whatever. I don't know. I guess Power Rangers even is another one, which is another, like, Japanese originated show. Like, these are things that have had staying power in the past 40 years. Transformers turned 40 last year.
Wow.
That's fucking insane. And, like, it's still around. It's still, like, doing good. And it's because these things have, like, actual thought and story behind them and people who care behind them. And look, we have Optimus Prime. He turns into a truck.
I think the other series that I could think of off the top of my head is Gundam, because there's like
Oh
like
my
a
God,
shit.
yeah.
I don't know when Gundam came. I'm not really into like mecha things or anything like that. I fucking watched Evangelion, even though I barely watch mecha, but that's it.
Chapstick. I need to watch that still.
Yeah.
Hospital. I will say that every time you mention it.
Anyway,
but yeah, Transformers is yeah. Should we talk about the actual things that we're supposed to talk about now?
I mentioned the Anakinification of Megatron in Transformers 1.
Yeah, in Transformers 1. Oh, in Transformers. Oh, I thought you meant.
No,
yeah.
Transformers 1.
I thought you meant
2024.
I thought you were talking about 86 when he gets turned into Galvatron.
Oh, that's also true, but like.
But no, that's actually I want to hear your thoughts on like just the general thought like things on this, like on both 86 and Transformers 1, because you're a newcomer.
I honestly didn't really know it was happening in 86, but that's okay.
No, I don't either. Literally, I've seen it I think 3 times this year. I still don't know what happens. I do know what happens, but like if you don't pay attention for 5 minutes, you're so confused, because it is an 82 or 86 minute movie. 86. I think it's 82 or something. And like, or 84. It's an 80 something minute movie. And if like there is zero rest, it is nonstop action. There's a new song every 5 minutes. The beginning of the movie is literally every Autobot being fucking murdered.
I know, Optimus. I was like, damn, with Optimus Prime.
Fucking dies.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like he's like the face of fucking Transformers, and then he just dies. I was like, okay, I appreciate that they had balls to do that.
Yeah, but they didn't really.
Yeah.
That broke me as a kid, by the way.
Oh, when
that
Optimus
fucking
died,
destroyed me. He dies in one of the live action movies too. That also fucking. broke
was
me.
that the like?
Oh yeah,
I watched that.
The
right?
clip I sent Lex, he fucking dies. Like straight up, he just dies. He goes, and he like spits a tooth out or something. I don't know. The live action ones are weird.
Transformers have teeth.
They have blood. They bleed now.
They bleed now. I think I probably liked 1 the most out of them.
Valid.
I just think it's funny that the like main female character is pink.
Yeah. The first female Autobot was in 86, RC.
Yeah.
That was the first ever female Transformer.
Wow. I also hate saying female, but like I don't know, woman transform.
Actually, no, it wasn't. I lied. The first ones were Chromia, Elita 1, and Moonracer, who were in the original TV show. Were in like season 2. Sorry, but yeah, they're called fembots sometimes.
Fembots? That's fucking crazy.
Which is just weird. But like now, one of the most beloved characters is RC. Her role in Transformers Prime TV show is huge. She's one of the biggest characters in it, and she is amazing in the show. And I think that's very good that they don't just like have them because women.
Because women.
Black Arachnivore. I'm sorry, I'll stop saying that now.
Stop it.
Stop it. Turn it off.
They're too bright. Turn them off. Yeah, and there's also like a ton of like similar to the 86 movie. There's like a ton of fucking people in Transformers 1. Like I was like who the hell is Optimus Prime? I was like, oh, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
And I was,
what?
and then I was like, wow.
I think that's like my least favorite part of the movie.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth.
No, that the cast is all famous people. Because
Yeah.
I mean, except for Brian Tyree Henry as a Megatron, because he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
And Steve Buscemi as Starscream, I think, is amazing. That's such a good casting.
And who the fuck? Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah,
the voice actor.
Oh my god, what the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
I
But,
told you what it was the other day too.
and I don't remember.
His name's he's Epic Voice Guy on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice of Jeff the Land Shark from the hit game Marvel Rivals is.
Yummy.
I can't do it.
I can't.
I can't do it.
Jake does a pretty good impression.
Shout out Jake, friend of the show. We're gonna say it every time. You get sick of it, I don't fucking care. Even now, this one's dying. Whatever.
It's okay. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson, Steve Buscemi, Brian Tyree Henry, Chris Hemsworth, John Hamm as Sentinel Prime.
Oh damn.
Lawrence Fishburne as Alpha Trion.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
heard
okay.
that.
He was also awesome.
Yeah,
I love him.
awesome.
Imagine if Jeff Bridges was in this. Imagine
my
if Jeff Bridges was Optimus Prime. I'd shit my pants and die. See, farts are funny.
Ha ha ha.
That's a callback joke. You wouldn't understand. I don't know who you is.
I don't know. I think the character designs are cool. I really like
Yes.
Arachnid.
Arachnid. So that I don't know if she's like an OG character, but like there was another spider, like female robot character who's a Decepticon. Her name is Black Arachnia, as I've been saying. She turns into an actual spider, which is really cool. She's been in multiple continuities, including animated and Beast Wars, where she got her debut. She's best, I think, in animated 2007 show because like she used to be an Autobot who like was left behind on like some like weird alien planet and like got like so fucked up and like this like venom shit like got into her system. Like she became like a Decepticon. Venom snake. You can even say my name.
Okay, sorry.
You should be. But yeah, no, yeah, Arachne is really cool. Please continue. I keep interrupting you.
No, it's okay.
I'm just.
Yeah, I think Transformers 1 was overall pretty good. And like I remember like seeing people complain that it did not get like any marketing at all.
It was bad marketing.
I think the one issue that as I was watching, it was like it's an issue. It's like a character trope that I just hate. Is when like the villain that's actually kind of right does something really stupid, so everyone's like, wait, you can't do that, you're bad. And then yeah,
I will say the depth given to Megatron and Optimus in this is a little I want to say like they're not very well I don't know.
No, I agree with that. I feel like the final act was also just kind of rushed, but
like the fight scene at the end is
it's cool,
badass.
but I don't know.
That's why I really like Transformers Prime, because it has them and they're actually like complex characters, and like Megatron used to be a gladiator who fought for the people, and Optimus looked up to him when he was Orion Pax, but like they then diverged. And you were saying this after we watched Transformers 1, is that it has that like liberal aesthetic of like we can't do sort of like quote unquote violent uprising or like do any sort of like non-peaceful protest or like in which like I do see that aspect of it, but I also think that something really cool and interesting is that I keep saying interesting because Transformers is very interesting. Things like the Michael Bay films kind of stray away from that, and Optimus just becomes a war criminal who murders everyone. He rips off like 4 or 5 people's faces.
Damn.
One to one, he says, "Give me your face." That's in the second one. When he gets resurrected in the second one, he kills someone and says, "Give me your face."
Damn. Yeah, I don't. That's just like it's not like just this movie specifically does it. Like, I really like The Legend of Korra, and one of my fucking favorite villains from that, played by Henry Rollins, lead singer of Black Flag, is like really based, and is like, and there's also a character like there. Yeah, that show was done so fucking dirty. Don't get me started. I will yap. Anyway, also like I knew what the names of the character, like I knew it was
Oh fuck! My camera died. Metaton. Please continue.
Undertale.
Ah! I've never played it. Please continue
What?
talking though.
Okay, I'll
fix
continue talking while you fix it. I don't know. I feel like the Megatron and Optimus Prime names like came out of nowhere, like in the movie, because they're Orion packs and like D13 or something. D16. Actually, it's D16, not 13.
Yeah, motherfucker, get it right. I'm trying to speak loud so you can hear me on the mics.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know. I feel like Optimus Prime's made more sense because like he was being talked to. He's like, "Arise, Optimus Prime!"
Arise, Optimus Prime.
But like Megatron was just like, "I am Megatron." I'm like, okay, you just changed it.
Well, that comes from Megatronus Prime.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the 13 primes. This is so fucked. So the original primes were the 13 primes, which is also a thing added on later, who were the original Transformers. And the strongest, coolest, best of them was Megatronus Prime. And something they changed from a lot of the lore is that Megatronus Prime is actually the one who defected. He was the original Decepticon, which they changed for this.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Megatronus, he's also known as the Fallen sometimes, which is why Transformers 2 is called Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. That is the person who Optimus Prime rips the face off of.
Also, the way that miners is used as a because like they're the Transformers, not Transformer, Autobots without like cogs are like forced in the mines. The children yearn for the mines.
They do.
Anyway, they like forced to work in the mines and like mine for Energon, and they got their, spoiler alert, they got their cogs fucking ripped out so they could get oppressed by Sentinel Prime.
And like I do think this does like a lot in adding depth to the Transformers story by like giving it that political intrigue, I guess.
Yeah.
And I get it's very like it's boilerplate. It's like Tron, where it's kind of just very like this is this and that's that, and like don't question it, I guess. But also like I don't care because I love it, which is why I think it's really good that you're here because you are an outsider.
Yeah.
And you can tell me, no, Corey, this is not okay.
I do think that most of like the twists in this were very predictable.
Oh
and
my
again,
God, yeah.
when I say something's predictable, I don't mean it's a bad thing.
Like Tron.
Yeah. It's just a thing that happens and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I was expecting that to happen." And I don't expect every piece of media to like for me to actually be fucking shocked when something happens and I'm like, "What the hell?"
What the hell? Those are fake Jordans.
Anyway,
what was I saying? Twists. Yeah, and also the issue really is that if your franchise is 40 years old, how are you gonna make a twist origin story without like completely like fucking with the lore and making every fan mad at you? So like I understand that. And like I get why Optimus Prime is Optimus Prime and Megatron is Megatron. You can't really change that. Certain things I do like that they changed is that the people who are now Decepticons are from something called the High Guard. I've never heard of that in my life.
I actually also didn't know that the Autobots and Decepticons had like different logos. Which
What?
like okay, I literally didn't know much about it. And then I saw it. I was like, okay, that actually makes sense, but I didn't know that I just saw like I just know the generic one, which I assume is the Autobots. Yeah.
That's the good one. Yeah.
The good one. Yeah.
Which I have as a tattoo that Lex drew, which we talked about last time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Shout out Lex. Friend of the show.
I think we were talking about this like after we watched Transformers 1, but I can't remember who said it. They were like, "Can Transformers be transgender?"
But okay, so there is kind of an example of that.
What?
But like it's across party lines, I guess. So there's a character called Punch Counterpunch, who is an Autobot and Decepticon. And also there are other Transformers who like I don't know. Do Transformers have genders? I guess.
It's weird because like the girl ones have like a
boobs
slight
and hips.
And I'm like, and in my head I was like, could they just transform to have boobs and hips? Probably.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Honestly, that would be kind of sick.
Transing agenda.
Yo,
Why did I say it like that? Transing agenda.
Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg became an ally, guys. Actually, I don't know if he isn't. Let's hope he is. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg is in those live action movies. Something I did want to talk about also from those clips I gave you is Optimus Prime's voice. What thoughts did you have on like? I had you watch like a clip where Peter Cullen talks about where he got the voice from.
I like Peter Cullen voice.
He's amazing.
You also showed me the one from the 2007 show, which
Yes.
sounds drastically different. But
Yes,
like,
which I did want to talk about because in Transformers 1, the one we just watched and that we're talking about also, Chris Hemsworth kind of tries to do a Peter Cullen-ish voice, and I fucking hate it. I shouldn't do that.
No.
This looks really realistic.
Realistic.
Like
though.
if I was far away from you and I just had this, like this, that's terrifying. I mean, when you put this on, it looks goofy as hell. But yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, guns. No, but so like he tries to do an Optimus Prime like Peter Cullen impression, which I don't think is good, and I think he should do his own thing, which David Kaye in the 2007 show does. He has his own character. Optimus in that show is a very naive person who has just become the leader of the Autobots.
Yeah.
Just because.
And it makes a lot sense. Words are hard. It makes a lot more sense that like his voice is more playful like that, I think, than like, I am Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Auto. It's bad, but like I sorry. There was the cube. Yeah, and like Megatron in that show, it doesn't even show up until technically until like the end of the show. He's like this villain built up the whole show. Like he's just a head. And he's like holding a human and his family like hostage to like rebuild his body. And the human who's rebuilding his daughter is like the main human character of the show and like his best friends with the Autobots. But little does she know her father is rebuilding Megatron, like the person who like genocided their planet in this continuity. And then at the end he shows up and like Megatron is probably 3 times the size of Optimus.
Damn.
So like I don't know. It's so cool to see what the other like different continuities and different iterations do, and I think what I'm doing is just yapping and saying nothing. I'm just saying shit.
I think you're saying something.
Okay, say something. Say something. I'm getting up on you.
And something that I noticed is Transformers 1, there's no humans. And
yeah, and I love that.
It's similar to Sonic, where I don't give a fuck about the humans.
Oh my
I
God.
just care about the hedgehogs and the echidnas and the foxes and all of the actual like CGI characters. I care about Shadow and Sonic and also Eggman, but like
Well, Eggman's not a human. He's Eggman.
yeah.
It's different.
I don't care about
He's
the human
himself.
side plots. Like just get to the point.
Get to the point.
But that's also how I feel about Transformers. The human unnecessary. Also, I feel like I've seen this like Megan Fox and like whoever the fuck like kissing and like making out
on top of Bumblebee.
I know.
Well,
like,
the other Transformers watch.
I was like, what the hell are you guys doing?
It's Shia LaBeouf, star of Megalopolis.
Oh, bro.
What do you think of this boner I got? I love Megalopolis. It's the best movie ever.
I honestly, perhaps I treated it too harshly. I kind of want to rewatch it.
Oh no, I fucking love that movie. It was so funny. It was so fucking stupid.
It's camp.
It is. Like genuinely it is. That is the definition of camp. But yeah, Optimus's voice I think is one of the most iconic voices in like all
Oh, absolutely. Like
animation
that was one of
history.
the things that I knew going in. Optimus Prime voice.
And like God, it's so good.
It is.
Like, can we just talk about how good his voice is for a second? Like, I'm not.
I don't even know what to say. It's just awesome.
Like, in the clip I sent Lex to watch, Peter Cullen says his brother was in the Marines, and like when like blah blah blah, and like he saw his brother as a real hero, and he told his brother he was going to audition for this part, and he's like, I'm gonna be a hero. I forget what his brother's name was, but his brother like said something along the lines to him too. If you're gonna be a hero, have the strength to be gentle. And I think that really does
Yeah.
show in Optimus's voice because he's not like, okay, in Transformers 4, the live-action movie, his first line is, "I'll kill you!" And it's like, what the fuck? That's not Optimus.
We've lost the plot.
They have lost the plot by Transformers 4. Because they got rid of every other main character, and they're like, the government is like hunting the Transformers, which is an interesting idea, but it's executed
Not done
horribly.
well. I will
and
say
half the movie is set in China because China.
Of course. And you mentioned that they're racist movies. I will say though that from what I've seen of like those movies, the CGI for the Transformers
It's
looks
amazing.
It looks way better than some certain CGI Marvel.
But even then, by Transformers 4, the CGI is really bad. Which was
that's
in
not good.
2014, actually. That movie is 11 years old this year. Oh my god. I feel so old.
Me too.
Transformers 2007. Sorry, there's a difference. Is 17 years old. I was 2 when that came out. Holy shit.
So was I. I think also the 86 movie took place in 2005.
It did.
And I was like, whoa, that's when I was born.
Well, yeah, the movie opens in the far-flung distant year of 2005. The Autobots have created Autobot City.
Do you know what also takes place in 2005?
Evangelion?
No.
Oh, that was a guess. Kind of hint.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
You're pretty good.
I think. Yeah, I think it takes place in 2005.
It's all connected. Snake.
No, I think Evangelion it might actually take place in 2000. I don't fucking know. Jake, if you when you watch this, can you let me know when Evangelion takes place? Thank you.
Thanks, Jake. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. I think I said it earlier. I feel like I don't think they're obviously not like the worst things I've ever watched. I probably just would have appreciated them if I was a little kid going to movies.
I get that.
And so that's why I could see why you appreciate these so much. And when you told me that there's a Platinum Games Transformers game, I was like, okay, I will check this out.
I will say the games, like I said, those the 3 games that are actually good is Devastation, Fall, and War for Cybertron. Fall and War of Cybertron, War 4, and then Fall of. Those are that plus Transformers Prime, which is all on YouTube, by the way, for free, like from the official Transformers YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool.
And like they're still uploading episodes from these shows.
Common Transformers W.
Honestly, yeah, like Transformers, like as a brand, has there's been like bad spells, but like they do a lot like fan wise. Like they even recently have done this thing called HasLab, which is like where they propose this insanely like ambitious toy that they want to make, but that people probably wouldn't buy like in mass. But they crowdfund it or like get like a number of people who like will buy it with a deposit. And then they can manufacture the toy, which includes a Unicron that is this big.
Damn.
And transforms into a planet.
That's actually fucking crazy.
The Breast Force is a HasLab. Breast form. Boobs are funny. That's the moral of the story. It's all connected.
That is very cool though. But Hasbro unfortunately sucks.
They suck ass.
And this is like because they own Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. Like they've done some stupid shit for Dungeons and Dragons. And what else does Hasbro own? I think they own My Little Pony still.
Yes, they do, and they own Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, yeah.
I think Twister.
I don't know. Hasbro evil. Like,
Monopoly.
Oh my god, I can't remember what was. I think my camera might die soon.
Is it?
No, it's just at like the last bar.
When it starts blinking in the middle of the screen, tell me, and I can.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Pop it.
What was I saying? There was something stupid that Dungeons and Dragons was trying to do. It was like, I don't know. But there's this website called D&D Beyond, and you have to buy like all of these like additional like books with like extra like classes and subclasses and like stats and like all these.
The whole point of D&D that you can just like do your own thing.
That is true, but like they purposely put a lot of like things that you could like take from like behind a paywall. Like some of the books cost like $40, and I'm like, what? I'm like, why?
Okay,
why? Piracy.
Transformers.
Piracy. Shadow Transformers for putting.
This was $90.
Oh.
It also comes with a giant trailer and like a bunch of like other accessories, but still.
Capitalism.
Yeah, they're expensive.
The other thing I want to say is, Transformer 1 talks about oppression. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
There's like an actual like collectivist government that they create by the end. Like
Yeah.
it's like actually pretty awesome. And I think that's a really good like thing. Like I mean, they have a workers' uprising. Like,
yeah, literally, like the miners upright, like
miners,
like Optimus Prime and Megatron in the beginning also like do like a race to like show that
miners are
that the miners or the Transformers without cogs like
miners
can still
miners. Hey,
Lit-
Darkwing.
They literally say it like it's a fucking slur.
I know,
I'm
it's
like,
awesome. It's like I almost said like, you know that one word they use in Harry Potter that's like a slur.
Muggle or something.
No, the other one.
I'm gonna say this really respectfully. I was not a Harry Potter kid. I watched the first 2 movies, and I'm really glad that I was not a Harry Potter kid because I hate J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, so do I. There's one that like she writes that's like literally like a slur for like because your blood is imperfect.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Which
I
is
just
just
don't know
like-
the word for it.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it and I was like I feel not okay
yeah.
saying this, considering her ideological positions.
Anyway,
Yeah, Transformers is awesome. I love Transformers.
I also just think the names of characters are so fucking cool.
Oh my. Okay. What are some of your favorites if you have?
I
any?
really like Starscream. That one is really cool to me. I don't know how I know this, but I think there was one named Jetfire.
Yep.
That one sounds cool to me.
Jetfire, they actually mentioned him in the movie. His name was originally Skyfire, and I don't know why it was changed. I there's a reason, I think, like rights wise that
Maybe
happened
there was
or whatever.
something, yeah.
But he became Jetfire, which he's pretty cool design too. I really like Omega Supreme, who is a rocket ship. So he's a robot who also turns into a rocket ship that has a track around him that has a tank on it. That's all one.
That's crazy.
Is sick as hell. But then like Metroplex is also cool.
That's awesome.
Tripticon, who is a
Yeah.
dinosaur that turns into a city. Or like a spaceship. It's so cool. Spaceship!
Lego movie.
Good movie. We should
Good
do that.
movie.
Lego Movie and Lego Movie 2, the
I've
worst one.
never watched the second
Saw
one.
that in theaters.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I think Optimus Prime and Megatron too
Like,
sound cool.
How do you just do that?
And also like Optimus Prime's like original name, Orion Pax. Like that sounds
Also
cool too.
sick.
Pax?
And D16 actually comes from the name of the original Diaclone toy of Megatron.
Oh,
He
I didn't
was
know that.
D Diaclone 16.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know if B came from B something or other, like
I don't. What is Bumblebee's like?
Bumblebee.
No.
Oh, B127.
Yeah.
That's what they call.
What is
the-
Bumblebee's name? Bumblebee. Thank you.
What's Obama's last name?
No, but you know what I meant. Like, what was
No,
his
yeah,
name
yeah,
like
yeah.
before he became Bumblebee?
But even then, that was like a weird, like I think that's like a retcon or something.
I don't know.
Also, like it's like him in the 2007 movie. He doesn't have his voice.
Oh.
Like he just doesn't have a voice. But by the end of the movie, he gets it back. But then the second movie, he doesn't have it anymore. But then the
fuck?
fifth movie, he just starts to talk again because they ran out of ideas.
I like Bumblebee though. I think he's a silly guy.
He's awesome.
He's
and
just a little goober.
he's the Bumblebee movie. The first 10 minutes are set on Cybertron. Or the first like 5 minutes are set on Cybertron, and like they're all the G1. I'll show you after we do this. 'Cause
Okay.
That's like one of the. Oh my god! I was in the theater and I was like, it was you during Live and Learn in Sonic 3.
Yes.
I was like, oh, they did the thing.
Or like when Sonic said like no, oh my god, like no food or when he was on the plane, it was like no condiments or what. I can't remember the exact.
Talk about a low budget flight.
Yes. Why did you know that? Why did you know that and I didn't? I'm a fake fan anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have to say if I had a favorite character, mine is Bumblebee, just because he's silly.
Mine is Soundwave because he's awesome.
Soundwave is cool too.
Soundwave is the best in the G1 show though because he turns into a fucking cassette player who ejects cassettes that also transform.
That's crazy.
No, that was in the 86 movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has Rumble, Frenzy, Ratbat, Ravage, Laserbeak,
Yeah.
which is just sick as hell. Also, like, I mean, there are other ones I really like. Jazz is really cool.
Hot Rod is a crazy name.
Hot Rod, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, let's talk about the 86 movie for a hot second and how they murder every main character from the original TV show
Yeah.
so they could sell new toys.
That was actually crazy. Like
That was the only reason.
I thought they had balls, but it turns out it's just
they just
we want money.
They just wanted to sell different toys, and then guess what? The fucking brand failed, and nobody wanted Ultra Magnus or Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime. They wanted
Rodimus
Optimus
Prime.
fucking Prime.
I know.
And even then, like, they later on, Bumblebee is no longer Bumblebee. He becomes Goldbug. Who the fuck wants Goldbug? I don't! Sorry.
Anyway, it's okay.
I get heated.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like even by the end of the TV show, it ran for like 3 seasons, and then season 4 was like a couple episodes. By the end of the 4th season, they had brought him Optimus Prime back. And there is I mean, like, and even the way he died is so stupid. Hot Rod literally just jumps in the way of the fight, and then he's like, Hot Rod, I'm not gonna fucking shoot you with my gun. Move so I can kill Megatron. And then Megatron's just stupid. Like, I'll kill you, Prime.
I know, and then what do you expect to happen?
And in one of the pieces of media, I won't spoil which one because I would like you to eventually probably experience it. Optimus dies by sacrificing himself. Much better, thank you.
That's just like a way, but like that feels more
and like there's a speech,
aligned with his character.
There's a speech he gives, and he's like, "Oh, did I find it on TikTok? Shout out TikTok.
Shout out TikTok.
Okay, wait.
While this may very well mark the end of the Age of Primes, leadership can be earned with or without the Matrix. And in my view, you have each acted as a Prime, as even Megatron has demonstrated on this day. Every sentient being possesses the capacity for change. I ask only this of you, fellow Autobots. Keep fighting the noblest of fights. Above all, do not lament my absence. For in my spark, I know that this is not the end.
Shout out the music, by the way.
I know.
A new beginning. Simply
sorry.
put, another transformation. While
They said it. They said the thing. Oh my god. They said the thing. They did it.
Yeah, Optimus Prime has a lot of really good lines. That like but also Peter Cullen's voice, amazing. Second of all, the part I really like is like, do not lament my absence, for it is merely just a new beginning. Like that's so.
Yeah.
And then he sacrifices himself to save all of Cybertron.
Damn.
Like, because he like gives up the matrix of leadership and the power it brings, which is what makes you like officially like a Prime or the leader of the Autobots, I guess. He destroys it and himself to restart the spark of Cybertron.
Wow.
So there can no longer be Primes, but this may be the end of the Age of Primes. But to me, you have all acted as Prime. It's so good.
Yeah.
God, peak fucking show, by the way. And he has really good lines like, freedom is the right of all sentient beings, or my favorite is when he dies and my favorite is when he does in the 86 movie and says, till all are one.
Yes or no? I think I know. I think I might know your answer, but
I would do the Amelia Perez joke again, but we already did that.
no. No Amelia Perez
Well,
jokes.
what's another way I can say the Y word? Oh, wait, I think I have one. Fate has yielded its reward. A new world to call home. We live among its people now, hiding in plain sight, but watching over them in secret. Waiting, protecting. I have witnessed their capacity for courage, and though we are worlds apart, like us, there's more to them than meets the eye.
Gee, I wonder what you think.
I am Optimus Prime!
I think this might be a yes.
And I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting. What I've done, face myself. Sorry, Linkin Park.
Don't get us copyrighted.
Sorry.
I think it might be a yes though. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yes, yes, yes!
I give it yes.
You could have said no. I wouldn't have been offended.
I wouldn't. No, it's not. This isn't like again. This would be like if you showed this to me when I was 5, I probably would make this my entire personality.
I have a tattoo of it. Like, it is my entire personality at this point.
Yeah.
God.
I
love
can see
Transformers.
why you appreciate it so much, and I like when my friends are really passionate about things.
I also like that. We're supportive. High five. You
That
can't
was
see
awful.
it.
I'm
You-
sorry.
Wait. Wait, we're using our non-dominant hands. Are you a lefty?
I'm a righty.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, wait, okay.
that was way better.
Fuck yeah! You couldn't see it because it's off camera, but who gives a shit?
Were you using your non-dominant hand?
I was.
Okay, then that
so
makes
I was
sense.
like, or I'm just incompetent. Probably that one. But yeah, I fucking love this movie.
And
this,
series.
I just love. I love. I have to like blur
Guys,
that.
he's holding me at gunpoint. Help me, please.
Yes
Help.
or yes or no, Lex?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Shout out Transformers for existing.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do letterbox review?
Yeah. Let's take a quiz. And by let's, I mean me. Lex is
I'm doing all
Lex is
the
quizzing me.
quiz.
Because my idea was that I know like way too much about Transformers, and if they and like it'll just be it'll be fun if they try and give like they try and like screw with me. But yeah. Okay. So we're taking this from any Transformers media possible.
10 questions?
10 questions.
Okay.
And I have to guess which piece of media it's from.
Okay, first one. I did not expect the subtle homoerotica between Optimus Prime and Megatron in this.
That's Transformers 1.
No. It's Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise?
Oh, we're doing that shit too?
I didn't know. I'm just looking stuff up and it was there and I was like and I looked through the reviews.
That's some really shitty Rooster Teeth TV show.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. Okay, can we exclude War for Cybertron stuff
Okay,
from this?
that one doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Those are awful.
Okay.
Like that is some of the worst Transformers shit like ever created.
Okay, so you don't get a point.
Yeah, there's Earthrise, and and like two others, I think. They're called the War for Cybertron trilogy.
Okay, so number one, you don't get point docked for that.
Okay, thank God.
Next one. Do you want to keep count?
Oh, yeah,
Keep
let's-
count.
Let's grab a fucked up scoreboard again. Or I'll use no, I won't use my hand. No, I have stuff.
Okay. You can cut this out, so not.
Everything is fine. This is whatever. Okay.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one didn't count, so no points for
It's gonna
either.
be out of 9.
Okay, out of 9. Second one. I haven't been confused by a movie since the first time I watched Mulholland Drive.
Is this 1986?
No,
What?
it's Transformers: The Last Night.
Okay, wait, no, that's actually so valid. That movie's fucking awful. That movie, oh my god, that's the one I was talking about where
Oh, also 2 stars. October 23rd, 2018.
yeah, 2 stars. 2 stars is generous.
Um,
God, that movie's so bad. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm probably gonna flunk this quiz actually.
It's okay. The next one, 3 stars on July 8th, 2012. Shit blows up. Shit transforms. Shit gets messy, and everyone is sweating.
That's Transformers 3: Dark of the Moon. What?
It's Transformers 2007.
God. I forget that all of these movies are the same. All the live action ones at least. Ah. God.
Okay.
God, this is embarrassing. I apologize.
Okay, next one. By Tim Tam Titus on
Thank you,
September
Tim.
22nd, 2024. -1 star because this one doesn't have Megan Fox in a crop top leaning over the hood of a car.
See, that could mean that she's not in the movie, which would, if it was live action, it would be 3, 4, or 5. Could also be Bumblebee or Res the Beasts, or it could be any of the animated
Do you want me to give you a
films.
hint if it's live action or animated?
Sure.
It's animated.
Is that Transformers 1?
Yes.
Yeah! Cool. Actually, yeah, I think you should tell me if it's live action or animated.
Yeah, that's probably helpful.
That's going to be very helpful. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I'm going through the reviews.
No, I'm not sighing at you. I'm sighing at myself.
You could just cut this out. Me scrolling. 5 stars. By Fluffy Boy 32. This is animated. So this is where doomed yaoi between Optimus and Megatron began.
Well, that's obviously Transformers
Yes.
1. the doomed Yowie capital of the world.
Yes. Okay.
Now that they should call
You
it
get a
gay
point for
movie.
that.
Oh shit, yeah.
You got 2 points for 2 Transformers ones.
Okay, so that's we have 4 left. Where's my chapstick? My lips are chapped.
It'll kind of tell you what it is in this review, but Seth's Reviews gave this 3.5 stars on September 19th, 2024. Unhinged, ludicrously absurd drivel full of immature antics, forced comedy that strangely works, and quintessentially obnoxious Bay moments. This film is so fucking silly, but I may just be a Bayformers kind of guy after all.
That's Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Yes, it is.
Holy shit! Yeah. That one's interesting because it was made during the writers' strike.
Oh.
So there was no script.
Huh.
That's the one where I told you in the Tron episode. I've been editing that recently, so like every part of it is like burned into my brain. But at the beginning, I mentioned to you that they say in that movie, "We are directly beneath the enemy scrotum." That's from that movie. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's also there's a fart joke in that one too.
Amazing.
And like a guy lands on Megan Fox's boobs, and it's funny because
Oh.
boobs are funny. Boobs are funny.
I have boobs.
I have booby. Oh, that's a yes, actually. So that's 4 and 2. Okay.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going through reviews.
No, take your time. I'm enjoying this.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Sorry.
Wow, you're good. I'm looking at my phone.
Okay, this one is funny. Not Forklift gave this 5 stars on February 12th, 2025.
The lights
Lights, please.
Light.
And they said, this is all they said. When boys became men.
That's Transformers 1986.
Yes.
Yep. That's when I became a man. When I saw Optimus Prime fucking die. And it's not even like it's just like he died. He's on a fucking hospital bed with a heart monitor and it's beeping and he flatlines. He turns gray. He's like destroyed his whole body and he just like when he dies he goes limp and his head goes like what the that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Till all are one. Oh, that's a yes, actually.
This is the one that I'm gonna quiz you on, but there's this one that's anime music video, the movie brought to you by Reaganomics.
That's my favorite studio trigger
For
thingy.
88. No, it's the 86 movie.
Oh, that was 86?
Yeah, that one. Just like I love anime music videos brought to you by Reaganomics.
That actually, you know what? Yeah, it's an 82-minute fucking music video.
It literally is.
Is that one of them?
No, that wasn't one of them. I just said it wasn't one of them. By Dumbsville, who gave this 3 stars on June 19th, 2023. Me when Transformers. A bunch of smiling faces.
True.
Me when humans. Just like the blank expression.
That could be... Ooh.
Oh, it's live action, by the way.
Yeah, no, I assumed that because, like, the animated ones don't really... Like, especially the 86 hasn't... I mean, Transformers 1 has no humans. And 86 has, like, Daniel and Spike for, like, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Daniel! God, fucking Daniel.
Your guess.
Whiny little bitch. Okay, so this could be any of the live-action films. I won't say it's Transformers... It's either Rise of the Beasts or Age of Extinction.
I need an answer. I need an answer.
I'm trying to read you.
No, don't do that.
It's Age of Extinction.
No, it's not. It's Rise of the Beasts.
No! God damn it.
That's
The
why
humans in Rise of the Beasts were honestly, like, probably the most bearable people, like, human beings in all of Transformers live-action history.
I have my final one for you.
Okay.
It is animated by Doomblazer on September 15th, 2024. Me to this movie. You got the touch. You got the power.
That could be either 86 or Transformers 1. Is this Transformers Beast Hunters?
Is that your guess?
Sure.
No, it's Transformers 1.
God damn it! Okay, so 5, 4, and 1 that doesn't count.
Yeah.
5
So
yes.
so you're positive, net positive.
I'm positive for some sort of disease.
We have a couple of questions, I think.
Yeah, I got some.
Do you want me to do the podcast account first?
Yes, please.
Okay. Justin Schwartz.
Hey, friend of the show. Love that guy.
Responded with talk about movie, preferably Dune. I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides,
I am
Duke!
Paul Muad'Dib Atreides.
Duke of Arrakis. I like Dune.
Lisa Nagaib.
Do you like Dune?
It's good. I'm not a space guy. Like, space sci-fi is not my thing. And I think that's my big issue with Dune is that I don't care.
I like big world building and lore.
I do too. I mean, obviously you can tell I like Transformers. Like, it's a whole... But, like, I don't know. Dune, to me, it's kind of just like Star Wars if it wasn't fun.
It's the inspiration for Star Wars, though.
Which is also funny. But, like, I don't know. It's just really depressing. And, like, I mean, my favorite movie is Zodiac.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like depressing media. It's just watching it drains me, which is also because both the movies are like 3 hours.
Yeah, the first one is mostly just like a setup of like explaining
one.
the world.
Which I think is exhausting.
I don't know. I like.
No, they're really good. They're beautiful. They're well acted, except for Timothy Chalamet. I hate you.
I'm just like, I love
Sorry, Jack Bowman.
intricate world building and lore because I like escapism. I like just completely bonker shit. Like, I love that they don't use computers because there was like an AI like uprising thing and they just completely got rid of computers and now they have those people that do like the mathematical equations and stuff in their head.
Okay, that is really cool. I mean, like, yeah.
But also like the shit that happens after I can't remember the original author of Dune, but like his son
Frank Herbert.
I think his son picks up the series and then it just gets fucking crazy from there. Like, spoiler, but like Paul's son turns into a fucking sandworm. Like,
I've heard of that. I've heard
like
that.
there's some crazy shit that happens that I'm like, okay, but I don't know. Like
That's when they went to
when
be
a
Star
world
Wars.
can really suck me in. Sorry, that's crazy. When a world can suck me in.
When the sandworm.
When I can like really.
When the Dune popcorn bucket can suck me in.
I don't know. I like it a lot.
Justin loves Dune.
I also love Dune. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just... I think really the thing is like... Here's the thing.
I also...
It's just not for me.
Yeah. I like the Bene Gesserit. Like, I love...
That's awesome.
Girl
Yeah,
boss.
like, everything you say, I agree with.
But
Like,
it's just not your thing. That's totally fair.
No, yeah, like that. Even Star Wars isn't necessarily my thing.
Guy commits mass murder because he thinks he's right.
Never heard that one before.
Anyway, next question.
I mean, we could do that, though, with Dune 84. I think it's 84.
I have
or
not
like
watched
86.
that, but I
haven't
really
either.
want to.
I would watch it. We could do that. We'll do that. Justin, we'll do it just for you, okay? I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Ava Brem, friend of the podcast,
Friend of the pod.
responded with Final Destination franchise. Have you seen the new trailer with the septum ring? It gets like pulled up. It actually, I like got so scared after seeing that. I was like,
I didn't even know they're making the new one.
I don't know, but the only thing I saw is like someone getting pulled up by their septum ring. I'm like, I'm literally gonna cry. Like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
watch me take it out now because of that. Just kidding.
All I know about Final Destination is that it's insane and that the end of the 5th one is the beginning of the first one.
Oh, yeah.
And also, there's 2 deaths that I remember very vividly. Actually, there's like 4. One has to do with a pool. One has to do with a balance beam. And the 2 I like really hate are, one is a log goes, like a logging truck, logs come off it and go through a person's car on the highway and like blows their head up. And also someone tries to get LASIK eye surgery and the laser goes through their eye.
Oh my God, stop. You shouldn't be getting LASIK eye surgery in the first place.
Like, just be like us.
Just wear glasses. Or be me and be stubborn about it.
What? Like, how bad's your eyesight?
I can't see out of this eye.
Like, at all?
No. Like, I could see like 1 foot in front of me, but
Damn.
that's why I wear glasses sometimes when I'm like, okay, maybe I should actually wear them. And then other times I'm stubborn. Anyway, Ava also said Ocean's 11.
Yes.
I have not watched
So the funny thing about Ocean's 11 is that it is a remake in and of itself. Because like there's Ocean's 8 now. I'm just holding the gun. I should put that down. So there's a lot of Ocean's 11, 12, 13, and then there's Ocean's 8, which is like the all-female like I don't want to say reboot, but I think it's connected, but also not. I don't know. But Ocean's 11 is a remake of a film from I think the 60s that is starring the Rat Pack, which is Frank Sinatra and a couple other like jazz singers.
Yeah, I think I've heard
And
of that.
they just do poker the whole time.
That's crazy.
The heist is like 5 minutes out of the movie. So we should do that. Thank you for that suggestion. I would like to do that. That's a funny one.
And then my friend in my D&D campaign, Connor,
Friend of the pod.
yes, said, at least one of you find something terribly wrong with modern film and crash out about it.
I hate minors. Sorry. I think movies are too woke nowadays. When they have women in them, especially when those women speak, that scares me and offends my very fragile masculinity and makes me scared about the size of my ego and the size of my head and other things. And I'm a fragile man who can't hold up the idea in my head because it's too small that women can exist and other people of other genders or gender non-conforming or literally anyone else can exist in this world except for me, cis het straight white guy. I think podcasts are a way to broadcast this thought to the world and to show everyone that what I think is right and what everyone else thinks is wrong. And I think that women the lights
I
just
think
went
that's
out.
poetic.
They're woking my gender.
I was gonna say streaming service bad.
Oh, you have an actual complaint.
Yeah, I mean
That's
it's-
also true.
Can I
fucking hate
complain about
streaming
TV
services.
shows?
Okay, yeah.
Because that's like it's
It's
technically-
tangential.
Yeah. I hate the 8-episode format.
I love.
I've talked about it with like some of the people in my D&D campaign before, like just randomly, but like I miss when there was like 13 to 25 episodes in a season. Like there was time for filler. Like
Because like filler gets you. It's not just,
it tells you about the
the
characters.
character. Because like, how do they deal with situations?
Yeah, like the beach episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender is awesome because it tells us a lot about like Zuko and Azula and their relationship.
And like, just because there's filler doesn't mean, like I said, it's not like it's not useful, but also like, there's a,
Unless you're doing One Piece levels of filler, then
Which
get
is-
the fuck out. And why are you watching One Piece? Anyway,
but yeah,
in terms of like films,
I do think streaming services are a big issue, but like, I try not to be as critical of modern film as a lot of people are, especially in
Yeah.
the film, my major space, because a lot of people are like, cinema is dying, and it's like we were in a class called film theory, and when fucking sound and color came to movies, people said the same thing.
they were like, "This isn't real.
This is
film,
not real art.
Film.
Film isn't art.
If you know, you know."
If you know, you know. But like, I just think things are happening and we need to go with what's happening. And of course there are going to be pieces of shit schlock, 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, Captain America Brave New World. I'm not saying Rotten Tomatoes is the be all end all of anything. I just think it's really funny. The only rating system I trust is Letterboxd, and that's because it's like genuine people.
Yeah.
And even then,
And I like seeing like what my friends have.
yeah,
to
what's
say
better
about
is they have an
movies.
option now where you can just see your friends' ratings.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is like the actual, which is a really good litmus test of if something's good or not.
Yeah.
But I just think we have to go with it because, like, CGI. I mean, I talked about this in Tron. The first CGI character was in '85. This is 2025. This is 40 years later. This is just a part of the world now, and we need to know how to use these things. Use it in a Top Gun Maverick way. Don't use it in an Ant-Man Quantumania way. My camera's
Yeah.
gonna die. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, complaining about Marvel is valid.
I mean, yeah, it's very, like, I guess trite at this point, and
It's just like we're
overplayed.
beating the.
It's a dead horse,
Bored,
and
yeah.
it's dying. It's dying, and it's whining. It's like doing a death rattle, and it's been doing that since 2019, after Endgame came out.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
they
I feel
don't
like
know what to do.
I feel like I don't know what else there is for us to say because most of what we said has already been said about
yeah.
Marvel. So like, and just cinematic universes in general.
Which and I think they can work because like Marvel did work for
A long time.
11 years.
Yeah.
It worked very well and was very successful. And it's not that it's superhero fatigue. I see Marvel Rivals. It's just bad quality writing, bad quality directing, soulless stories.
Quantity over quality.
And like even then, they've rolled back the quantity to
But
try
it's
and make
still
it more
shit.
quality. But there is the source of the problem is that I think they're doing it just to continue the universe when they're not doing it just to tell stories.
Yes. Like, I don't know. I'm so mad about like Moon Knight because they like fumbled Ethan Hawke for that. But I really liked that show and thought it was cool because it was self-contained.
Like it did. I think it definitely had a lot of issues.
Oh, absolutely. But it was still
like,
cool.
That's probably the best out of the TV shows that they did. Still the best Marvel.
I also like Loki though.
I didn't watch season 2 just because
And WandaVision.
I was boring and I didn't want. I haven't seen TV shows.
I think season 2 is better than
season 1 was good. I remember liking it, and I remember WandaVision, most of it being good. I remember I did like She-Hulk. I did watch all of it.
I did
CGI
not like
was a little goofy, but like I thought it was for what like it wasn't trying to be like a serious superhero show. It was like a procedural. I was like, this is cool. Miss Marvel was actually really good. I should say I really liked Miss Marvel.
I will disagree on that. I also haven't watched that in forever, but I know I didn't really enjoy it.
I just really liked I liked her and her family.
Yeah, I liked that part
because that
too.
made me really happy because they were all cool and nice and awesome. My camera just died. Whatever. So we have 2 from Rachel, and these are our last questions. Rachel, friend of the show, amazing Rachel. Did the dining hall have tater tots this morning? They did not. They had hash browns, which is much better.
I don't go to the dining hall.
I'm poisoned every day. My stomach aches.
My stomach aches just because I make mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. And the other question is, come up with a jingle to sing together to open every episode. She then says, just kidding, but I think we should try this. Maybe.
No.
No, we could just like.
I can't sing.
No, like do like a do 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 do.
Yeah, that's it. Sure.
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Skibbity.
Skibbity toilet yacht.
I'm keeping that soundbite forever. If you sing a skibbity toilet yacht.
No.
I just said it too, so it's fine.
Skibbity toilet yacht. That's our
Can
our
you say
jingle.
Rizzler?
Rizzler. Skibbity toilet yacht. Rizzler. Only in Ohio.
Phantom Tax.
That is our jingle. Thank you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, that's copyrighted.
Is that the last question?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
We didn't get many this time because people are boring. I'm kidding.
Well, thank you for
What?
people who gave us what?
Cat.
Car.
I opened my phone to a cat. Car.
Okay,
Meow.
well, thank you to
Yeah.
everyone who sent us questions.
Thank you, those
Please
people.
keep doing that.
Please keep doing it. We like it. It's very cool and fun.
Instagram at Original Sin Pod with a C.
Not an S,
Yeah.
because we're very funny people.
You-
I'm looking at the camera, but there's no camera to look at.
Oh. Do you want me to like?
No,
tilt it?
no.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Email originalsinpod@gmail.
.com.
Yeah.
And YouTube, Original Sin. I think it's just called Original Sin, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify, Original Sin. Still trying to get the Apple podcast thing to work. That probably might take a little more work.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah. Do you want to do what we've been watching, playing, reading, listening, or no?
I
done
haven't.
nothing.
I honestly had just been
I've
really
been doing
busy.
work.
I literally just have been playing Marvel Rivals. I started replaying Nier Replicant. Because PlayStation Network fucking went down for like over a day, and I was crashing out about it. If you were friends with me, you knew that I was crashing out about it because, yeah, and they if you had PlayStation Plus, they gave you 5 extra days, but I don't have it, so they were just like, fuck you, I guess. And the only even if you had digital games, you still couldn't play them because they had to verify the license.
Physical media reigns supreme.
That's why I was able to play my disc version of Nier Replicant, version 1.22.3789.
3.14159265.
Yeah, bunch of numbers.
Numbers are fake.
I also have been I've been watching video essays on its predecessor series, Drakengard, because I watch things about series that I like. Wow, who would have thought that?
Skiddy buddy.
And what music have I been listening to? Well, this is gonna come out way later than that, but the Super Bowl happened. So I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, this will be out in like 6 weeks. After
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
so this will be like super late. What about you? Anything?
No.
No.
Literally nothing. I mean, I everything I've been doing is for class. I don't have time to. I mean, I've been playing a little bit of Marvel game because it's my only like. That's what I do if I have like a minute to rest.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, actually. I played a game yesterday. It was a competitive game.
You sent like an audio message.
Yeah.
And I was
freaking the fuck out. So what? I'll say this really quickly. It was a competitive game, so like there's points and like blah blah blah. So it was 3 and 3. So when you get 3 and 3 on each team, you have to play another round of 2 to see who wins by the end of that, and whoever has the most points. I mean, if you tie again, I'm guessing you go again. But however much time you had left in the first round after winning is your time that you get for the next round of competitive games.
Yep.
So I had, I think, either 11 or 41 seconds. It was less than a minute, I know that, for my team to get to the beginning of the map to the end of the map, which usually takes around like, could take up to like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we fucking did it all in overtime.
That's crazy.
Like, we were getting demolished. Like, we barely, like, you know, they had like 4 minutes left to finish the game, the other team. We had less than a minute. And we fucking won.
That's crazy.
We locked the fuck in. I was healing like crazy.
What did you play as?
Cloak and Dagger.
Nice.
I've been trying to play Lunasu recently. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, nothing else. Yeah. So, thank you all.
Thank you.
We really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Original Sin, the podcast where we're funny people.
Yeah.
Transformers is awesome. It's amazing, and it's a better thing than anything else.
We should not announce what we have next episode because it's up for
debate.
It's up for debate.
It could be it could be Sigma grind set videos.
Yeah.
Read that again. Okay, yeah, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, when Apple Podcasts eventually, Spotify, Instagram.
And please keep sending us questions.
Yes,
please
do it.
Please
do it. Do it via email. I want to open an email, please.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. That can. You've got mail. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.